What's going on, everybody? It's Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be talking about how to prepare for the 2021 stock market crash. And you guys know I'm not a doomsdayer. I'm not here to freak you guys out. I'm overall still optimistic on the stock market, but I am here to prepare you guys for the unexpected, for what could happen. Because let's be honest, in 2019, 2020, before the CV spread like wildfire, we didn't think the market was going to crash. Unemployment was low. The stock market was crushing it, right? Earnings were pretty solid for the most part across a lot of companies, and nobody expected this. And honestly, when the markets did fall, a lot of people panicked. They were unprepared. They didn't know what to do. So that is why I'm making this video, just in case the market crashes again in 2021 or 2022. So you guys know how to handle it and you know what to do. So if you guys find value, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to share this video with a friend, and also get yourself some free stocks from WeBull. I believe you can get 4 stocks right now if that didn't run out yet. So go check that link down below. So guys, number one thing you must do, this is a given, always have cash around, right? Because let's imagine this. You were 100% invested in the market back in January 2020, February 2020, and then all of a sudden March hit, S&P 500 went from 3,400 to 2,200, it dropped 35%. Could you imagine if you had no cash? What would you do? Well, you would be in a tough spot because you have positions open. They're getting crushed. A lot of stocks are going on sale, and you don't have cash to take advantage of those opportunities. And remember, guys, you have cash, and you have to view this as not just a pile of cash. You have to view this as a pile of opportunities, right? Because that cash can be put to work for you, and you can get cheaper stock prices, which will really accelerate your wealth building and your goal of financial independence, financial freedom, which I assume you guys want. That will accelerate it, right? You buying in at cheaper stock prices. So you have to have cash around always. And it depends on you, right? It's relative. It's not you must have 10%, you must have 20%. It really depends on you. So for example, me, I like having like 20-30% cash, and right now specifically more like 25-30%. But if you are more bearish on the market, you think, hey, the market's going to collapse, you want to have a lot more cash, maybe like 50%, maybe 60%. But in my opinion, it's always a good idea, and this is not financial advice by any means, it's always a good idea to have some stocks in the market, to have some skin in the game, just in case we don't get the stock market crash when you think we're going to get it, right? And that's another thing, guys, right? If you're 100% cash, and you're one of these doomsdayers, and you think the market's always going to crash and it just never collapses like you think it is, you're going to miss on a ton of opportunities. So you have to find that happy medium, right? You must find that happy medium of having cash, whether it's 10%, 15%, 30%, 50%. You have to ask yourself what you want to do. So have cash around so the next time the market comes down, you can take advantage, average into stocks, and maybe even buy new positions that are now on sale because the market is collapsing. So that is number one. Number two, this is another massive important point right here. Have a short list of stocks, of maybe 10, 15, 20 stocks that you've already researched. You understand these companies, and it's also important to have a buy price, a target buy price for each of these stocks, so when they approach that level of your buy point or get close to that level, you know that it's a buy for you, right? And the last thing you want to be, the last situation you want to be in is the market collapses. A, you don't have cash. We talked about that. But B, you don't even know what stocks you want to buy the next time the stock market crashes, right? So the market's collapsing and you're kind of running around crazy. You're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know what stocks to buy. I should have done research before, so I was prepared for this. Because the truth is, guys, we can look back in hindsight and be like, all right, the stock market crashed here 30%. I should have bought this stock. I should have bought that stock. But when you're in the moment, when you're in the pits of that sell-off, your mindset's a bit different. You're a bit emotional. Your stocks are going down, especially if you don't have cash. You don't know what to do, and you might not pick the right stocks at the right prices during that time period. So again, you have to plan out 10, 20, 25, 30 stocks. It doesn't matter. Again, it's all relative to you, but you must plan out stocks you've already researched. You already know where you want to buy them. So when the stock market does come down, you can strike. You can buy, you can buy, you can buy. I mean, in hindsight, in my experience, guys, looking back, I wish I bought, for example, some stocks here like Square. Square's one that I didn't buy in the collapse, but I wish I did. And again, hindsight's 2020, but this is why you must have that short list. And I did have a short list, but Square wasn't in my short list, unfortunately. But I wish I bought some Square, right? I wish I bought maybe even something like AMD. A lot of these stocks have come up a ton from that collapse. So yeah, have a short list. 5, 10, 15, 20 stocks, research them, understand them, so when they do get on sale, man, oh man, you can take advantage of that with your 10, 30, 50% cash, whatever you guys do have in your portfolio. And another important thing here, guys, is gold, silver, precious metals, assets that kind of hedge against the economy, right? They hedge against the overall stock market going down. And a lot of the time, well, the main use of these, right, gold, silver, precious metals, is to hold value during times of anxiety, during times of fear, during times of selling, during times of a stock market crash, right? And take a look at gold. Remember the S&P chart I just showed you guys? Let me go back to the S&P chart to show you guys exactly how much it went down. It went down, like I said, 35 to 40%. It collapsed pretty much 40%. Do you want to know what gold did in that same time period? Well, it went down a whopping 12 to 13%. So it went down about a third of what the S&P 500 did. And yeah, it still went down, but remember, the idea here is to maintain value, or not really maintain value because it still went down, but to hold the value compared to other asset classes, because you don't want to be spread, or you don't want to be spread not too thin. You don't want to be concentrated too much in one asset class, because if it gets rocked and you don't have other assets, well, you're too concentrated in that asset class and you're going to lose more money. Let's just put it that way, right? So having a little bit of gold, it only went down 13%. That's a great way to spread your bet. That's a great way to hedge against overall the market's going down. And you guys can see it recovered right back up. It snapped back, V-shaped recovery. Same thing with the market. And then it ended up going from $14.50 to $2,000 an ounce. And now it's hovering right around $18.50 an ounce. So if you were to pick up some gold, that would have been a good investment back in March. It's up from $14.50 up to about $18.50, up about 20%. And honestly, guys, I was buying gold. I actually bought after the collapse. I bought a bunch of physical gold at about $1,500, $1,600, $1,700, and I'm happily still holding that because, again, I don't think it's going to explode like some growth stocks. It's not going to gain 15, 20% per year for me, but I know I'm fairly confident that it's going to hold its value, and it might go up a little bit, couple percentage points a year, and if the market does collapse, I know it's going to go down less than what the market goes down, so it's a safe haven, right? Let's put it that way. So have some gold, have some silver, and speaking of silver, I almost didn't go over silver. Silver's a bit more volatile than gold, no doubt about it. In the same time period, silver actually went down back in March 30-35%, same as the stock market, but the rebound was immense. It actually goes down more than gold, silver does, again, because it's more volatile. And when it snaps back, it goes up more than gold. So I guess you can say silver is a bit more of a speculative precious metal within the precious metal, although it's not really speculative, but it moves very, very aggressively in either direction, and gold's more of the king, let's put it that way. It's more safe, and silver, if you guys want more volatility, you want more upside, hey, that could be one for you. So let's run through these again. Cash, 10, 30%. Have a short list, 10, 15, 20 stocks, 30 stocks, whatever you want. And have some precious metals. These tend to do well during time periods of a crash, economic anxiety, right? People getting unemployed like we're seeing still right now, and we saw back in March, April. And the last one here is be diversified among other asset classes, not just stocks, not just precious metals. Have some real estate if you can afford houses, right? Or a home or two, some rental properties. Have maybe a classic car. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea to have some cars laying around that are classics that could appreciate in value, but maybe have a watch. Maybe have a card collection of baseball cards. Pokemon cards are back in style now, right? Have some different asset classes. So going back to what I said with gold and silver, you're not too into one asset class like the stock market. You can have other bets out there that really can work against each other, right? Because the stock market goes up, yeah, gold's going to go down, but when the stock market goes down, gold's going to go up. And the car, a classic car might always go up no matter what the market's doing, and cards might also always go up. So you guys have to have these different bets out there, and Bitcoin's another great one. I actually own Bitcoin myself. I was buying Bitcoin back in May at about 9,000, 9,200, 8,900, and now it's sitting nicely at about 19,000, so it's doubled up. So you guys have to have some different investments out there, not just stocks, right? That's a big mistake. People think they're diversifying, but they're only in one asset class, being stocks. The truth is, you got to be in other asset classes. And another big thing, last point here, guys, is to get your mental right. Get your head right, and don't panic. Don't freak out. Don't get too emotional. Remember, the markets don't care about you. They don't care about your emotions. So get rid of your emotions when the market does crash, and have a plan in place. And don't FOMO, fear of missing out. Don't panic sell. That's the worst thing you can do, guys. When the markets go down, you just panic sell, take a loss, because eventually they're going to snap back up, and you're going to be pretty angry at yourself, let's be honest. And that's me speaking from personal experience. You know, I've panic sold before in my early days in the markets, during corrections, during crashes, whatever, and I've learned from it. This is why I'm making this video right now. So overall, that's it for today's video, guys. Go back, rewatch it, write down these notes, you know, have some cash, have a short list, be in gold, silver if you guys want to, maybe 5-10% there, have diversity in other asset classes. This is very important when it comes to preparing for the 2021 stock market crash. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed it, share this video with a friend, and maybe subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see further content, and join the StrivSmart Discord chat and the Facebook group. Both of those are free. And also get yourself 4 free stocks from WeBull, link down below, or whatever they're offering now. They change it all the time, but I know you can get some free stocks down below. I'll catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching as always, guys. Peace out.